This Jocks 94.5 podcast is brought to you by Millennium Satellite and Video. Log on to msbnow.com. TV excellence everywhere. That's Millennium. McElroy and Cubelic in the morning starts now.
All right, welcome back in. McElroy and Cubelic in the morning. Appreciate you tuning in. It is hour number 3. We're talking SEC football. Maybe the team we feel like we know least about. Without a doubt, one of the 2-3 teams that we know least about in the SEC would be the Kentucky Wildcats. It's a new head coach. The roster completely revamped. But also, Will Stein, not a guy that has spent time in this part of the country as an assistant coach. We hadn't really had a chance to get to know him prior to him moving into the SEC and becoming a head coach in the SEC. So what is he? What is he about? Who is he? John Brice recently had a chance to sit down with Will Stein, visit with him, get to know him, see what he's about. And John, how would you describe him to our listeners? How would you describe what Kentucky now has as their head football coach?
Yeah, I said that if Steve Spurrier was Generation Visor in the SEC, that Will Stein might represent Generation Zoom. That's kind of when he came up through the coaching ranks, making the transition from high school to college. He's just a really sure and mature 36-year-old coach, as crazy as that sounds. And he has immense belief in what they're going to do at Kentucky and how they're going to do it. And I'll give you a tangible example. The day I was going into Lexington to interview him, I called an NFL assistant coach that I'm tight with, and I said, I'm going to this. He goes, I love his GM. I've known him for a long time. And he said, we actually study a bunch of Stein stuff. I was like, wait, what? You at your AFC program study a bunch of Will Stein's offense? He's like, oh, yeah, every year. And we study it on both sides of the ball. I said, why is that? And he goes, well, we really like what he does in the screen game. And he goes, it's also hard to defend. And we work on it on both sides. I said, oh, okay. So I sit down and I tell Will Stein over the course of the interview, I say, hey, I'm talking to this AFC coach. He says, they really like what you do in the screen game. Why do you think you're good in the screen game? He goes, well, I think we're good in a lot of things, but here's why I think we're good in the screen game. And that to me was Will Stein in a nutshell, from spending great time with him, and Kentucky was super welcoming to have us in. But that moment resonated with me, and I knew right then. And then when I started talking to him about his play calling journey, he literally remembered the first play he ever called as offensive coordinator at Lake Travis High School in Texas 8 years later. And then he literally remembered the very first play call he had at UTSA as offensive coordinator for Jeff Traylor. And then, of course, he remembered the first play call he had at Oregon for Dylan Gabriel or Bo Nix, I forget. And not only did he remember them, he pulled his iPad out right there as we sat in his office, and he pulled up all 3 plays instantaneously, one after another, to show them to me on video.
He also has revamped the roster, and I'm interested in being able to visit with him or research you did for this story as to what has changed for him to be able to go grab this influx of talent. They've upgraded at multiple positions. Now, you could nitpick this and say, well, this guy was banged up here, or this guy didn't get along there, whatever it is. Overall, the roster is in better shape than I think it's been than it was with Stoops for a while. Some of that may be just philosophy on guys that you're going to go try to attack in the style of football you're going to play, but how has he been able to do that?
Yeah, he's been empowered to do that. And I did a double take when he gave me the money quote of saying, like, hey, we're not a mom and pop shop. We're Kentucky, and we're going to act like it, and we're going to try to get people on campus. And if we get big ballers on campus, we have a chance to sign them. And he said, we're going big game hunting every day. I think that was the exact quote. I don't have my story in front of me, but I know he point blank said, we're going big game hunting here at Kentucky. Kenny Minchie, the quarterback they signed from Notre Dame, as you know, I lived part of the year in South Bend, and so I've seen Minchie up close. I'm a Tennessee native, so I've known him since his high school days, or known about him since his high school days, know his quarterback trainer. Kenny Minchie's not wrong when he told me that he felt like last August he had won the starting job at Notre Dame, and he told me he felt like, quite frankly, he had won it in the spring. And so I think that when we've all seen what Will Stein has helped Bo Nix and Dylan Gabriel and Dante Moore do, it's tantalizing to think about him having a quarterback like that at Kentucky, because Kentucky hasn't had that. You can maybe compare him to an Andre Woodson, but there's a lot about Kenny Minchie that I think makes him a better all-around quarterback, or has the potential to be a better all-around quarterback.
Also, John Brice joining us on the Higginbotham Hotline. Article up now on Will Stein in Kentucky at USA Today Sports. The traditional recruiting. I mean, he's come into Prattville, Alabama, Mobile, Alabama. I mean, he's having wins in traditional SEC hotspots, and it's kind of the opposite of what Stoops did. I thought Stoops was brilliant to go say, hey, we're going to get the kids up north that aren't getting Ohio State and Michigan offers. Like, we're going to go to Youngstown and get our guys that we know, and we're going to bring them down here. And obviously it worked for him. But how is Stein and that staff having the success in the traditional SEC landscape that they're having already?
Again, a lot of it is track record. A lot of it is, it helps when you can say, hey, I coached Garrett Wilson and I helped him go play at Ohio State, and we still talk all the time. And it helps when you can say, I've got multiple quarterbacks that I've coached that are in the league, and Dante Moore has a chance to be the first pick of the draft next year and be in the league, and he might have been the first pick had he gone out this year in the league. I think all of that helps, and I think just the attitude, the fearlessness. And look, like, it's the SEC, and right now I think Will Stein is in a fortunate situation at Kentucky where there's a little bit of there's obviously change at the top, but then Big Blue basketball is not rolling. So there's a door ajar there for Will, who's already beloved in the Bluegrass State, to get some of those people to say, you know what, we don't really like what basketball is doing right now. We'll give our money to you so that we'll see if you can make Kentucky football better than what we've seen it, or finally exciting football. And I think it's all of that. But I think it starts with Will Stein and the fact that he is absolutely fearless. He is not going to blow you away with his physical stature, but his acumen is up there with anyone, and he's an elite offensive mind, and he's an absolutely fearless competitor.
What are the expectations right now for this team in and around Lexington? Because our expectation is kind of, I don't know. Like, I got to wait and see a little bit. I'm not real sure what this is going to look like, what this is going to be. Obviously, not only first-year head coach, first-year coach in the SEC. We've seen that not go well. With all the roster turnover, it's hard to know what the continuity is going to look like. But what do you think people that are close to it or around it or observing it closer than we are actually expect this year?
Yeah, I think that in talking with some friends that are in media in Lexington, talking to some other people in UK athletics, that they don't particularly know, but there's hope. And I think that's a big difference. They hope and think they have a chance to surprise some teams. They hope and think they have a chance to play some exciting football that gets fans engaged. So I would put it that way. I haven't had anybody say, like, oh, this team can win 7 games. I haven't had anyone say that, but I've had people say, I think we can surprise some people. And by we, I mean, I'm talking to Kentucky people that are saying that, and in the athletics department. And then they're saying, I think we got a chance. I think people are going to like what they see. So I think that's the best way I could characterize it, Cole.
John Brice joining us on the Higginbotham Hotline. You can follow him on Twitter at John D. Brice1. Covers college football. Does it well. You've also covered some of what's going on in Washington, D.C. with the NCAA, and then just the NCAA in general. This new 5-for-5 rule, whether it is starting the clock at 19 years old or as an individual enrolls in college. What are you hearing about it? What's the feedback of some of the good, some of the bad, what we like, and maybe what could be? This is where we always mess up, like the underbelly of this. What's the part that we're not looking at that people are saying, hey, man, y'all aren't thinking about this when you're going to go make this rule?
Yeah, I've talked for a story I've already written at USA Today several weeks ago. I talked to 10 different people in college athletics, 9 of them in college football, including head coaches at the FBS and Power Conference level. And I maybe even wrote this in my story. I've never seen such almost unanimous support for anything. I'm actually in Atlanta right now at a coaches symposium and just left sitting down with the head coach. And one of my last questions was, what do you think about 5-for-5? And he said, I absolutely love it. We need guardrails. We need this. I think it's great for high school kids. The only negative I've heard is that I had a coach tell me, like, look, I got injured during my playing career. I don't know what I would have done without a medical red shirt. And he said, I get it. Like, you play one game and you might lose a year. You're still going to have a chance for 4 other seasons. He said, I get that, but this will hurt some kids who have actual real injuries in his or her respective sports. But I'm telling you, Cole, I've never seen close to 100% support for something the way that thus far I'm seeing for 5 for 5.
Do you think that there will be issues with it holding up legally?
I think that there will, without question, be lawsuits of people who try to challenge it. And I know the parents of student athletes who are rising seniors, and one person in particular is an absolute NFL prospect. Like, I've talked to scouts who say they think he can be a 3rd or 4th round guy and that he'll play a number of years on special teams and defense in the NFL. And his dad already told me, I hope this passes so that he can come back for another year. I think it'd be great for him. And this kid unequivocally will have a chance to play pro ball. And now he goes from thinking if this passes, he's going to get that 5th year. He's going to make some more nice money in college and continue to get better for the NFL. And now the landscape is set where he would have to sue to do that. And there will absolutely be lawsuits. And I think that that's why you saw the NCAA and its member people put those statements out so quickly this week, not only from the organization, but from the student athlete committee, with the student athletes saying, no, we support this. We're in agreement. Like, we want this, but it should start anew next year. This should not be something we're trying to basically loophole this year. And frankly, that's one of the reasons why it didn't get voted on or adopted earlier this spring, because the NCAA wanted to delay it until the summer to, frankly, delay the timeline for lawsuits. And when I say the NCAA, the last thing I'll add there is, like, people use that, and the NCAA is understandably sometimes an easy punching bag. But, Nicole, as you well know, the NCAA is only its member institution. So when people get pissed off at the NCAA, it's because Greg Sankey and all the SEC teams aren't following the rules that they helped write, or Tony Petitti and all the Big Ten, or the Sun Belt, or whomever. So the NCAA is only its members. So its member people voted on 5 for 5. It's not the NCAA as the man behind the curtain in Oz making this happen.
John Brice joining us on the Higginbotham Hotline. Leave us with this. Where is the Cruz-Cantwell bill right now, in your opinion?
I think it's got surprising momentum, frankly. Again, you know this well. It's hard to have bipartisan support for anything. I was just joking with this coach. Like, people talk about dumb jocks. I'm a dumb sports writer, and I'm swimming in waters all this month that I'm not accustomed to, because I've talked to Cruz's office a bunch. I've talked to Cantwell's office a bunch. They believe they can get it to the floor and that they'll be right there very, very close to the 60-vote threshold that is needed. They're still revising it. They've got to try to do a couple of things that can maybe get the SEC and the Big Ten a little bit more on board. But I'm a believer that without legislative action, then college sports, and especially college football, as we know it and you played it, will no longer exist in the next few years.
Yeah, it's wild to think about it and consider maybe where we could be going and where we've already come. John, great stuff, man. Thanks for hopping on with us. Always a pleasure to visit with you. Let's do it again soon.
You're the best, Cole, best sideline man in the game, and one of the best radio hosts. Thanks, brother. Have a great weekend.
John Brice joining us on the Higginbotham Hotline. Follow him on Twitter at John D. Brice. Find his work at USA Today Sports. We asked the question a little bit earlier to kind of get you ready. 800-239-9569. Tweet in at Mac and Cube. 205-834-9450. What's the one thing that you have to do over summer break? Let us know next right here on Jocks.
Go inside Jocks 94.5 on Jocks TV. Morning Jocks, Mac and Cube, 3-man front video simulcasts are presented by Bill Smith Buick GMC and Game Day Men's Health. Watch on the Jocks mobile app and YouTube by searching Jocks 94.5 TV.
All right, welcome back in. McElroy and Cubelic in the morning. Appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll open up the phones now, 800-239-9569, 800-239-WJOX. One thing that you have to do during summer break, not vacation, because vacation, people would think, hey, when you go out of town, like the one thing you have to do wherever it is that you go. But just with your time off during the summer, or the kids' time off during the summer. So summer break, what's the one thing that you have to do? I've been racking my brain on this one, John. Mine would just be more collectively, like, hang out with the kids, spend time with them, whether that is going on walks, whether that is trying to go to the pool, throwing baseball with the boys, like whatever it is, just be around them as much as I can. That would be like, but I don't have a thing like we need to accomplish that. Like, one thing that I have lightly set out is because my boys are both such big baseball fans that we'll try to visit every major league park before they graduate high school.
Okay.
So we do have another park on the schedule for this summer. They might be listening, so I'm not going to say anymore. But I want to try to accomplish that every summer moving forward.
Okay.
So we will get that in a little bit later, but that would be kind of the one thing that's going down the path that you're referencing that I feel like I have to accomplish.
Does that
every
include
summer.
the new potential expansion one as well?
They're going to change because, well, number one, that's going to be a part of it, and then there's going to be new ones that pop up different places. Like, I mean, I'm assuming like Tampa's going to
do something, right? Yeah.
And some other parks are going to be built. So, yeah.
Okay. No, I like that. Mine's simple. Touch sand.
Somewhere.
Find a way to find some kind of, hopefully non-Galveston like actual sand.
Now, a lot of people are getting away from that from all the shark activity that we're seeing. They're like, don't need it.
I can still do that and not get in the water. Notice I said touch sand, not
I get you. Yeah. You don't have to go, swim.
After all them sharks, I'm at most ankle deep now. Used to be waist, now it's I can't run in that. It's maybe ankle deep.
I used to get in the ocean and just swim.
Go, yeah, absolutely.
Swim straight out.
Yep.
Not think twice about it. So I don't know what the difference is, or maybe there was never a difference. I don't know.
This happened to me, I guess this trip would be coming up on 7 or 8 years now. Winter cruise and ended up in St. Lucia, maybe, one of the Caribbean islands, not quite sure. We were riding on a bus, and somehow, I was wearing sandals, and on the bus we're on, a charter bus, like my foot nicks the bottom of the seat in front of me. So it's bleeding a little bit, whatever, but we're able to patch it up and everything's fine. So we're walking out, and they take us to this little beach spot, and we're hanging out for a little bit, and me and the lady I'm with at the time, we go out and kind of swimming a good bit deep out there, and then I see people at the shore like, hey, wave, hey, come in. And I'm looking, I'm like, oh, okay, it's about to storm. We need to get in. All right, cool, fine, no big deal. So we get out the water, and then about 10 minutes later, I look out, and I see this dorsal fin about 10 feet offshore. I'm like, oh, what is that? And I realized my foot was bleeding in the water, and I attracted them.
Okay. That's not fun.
No. So it's like, you know what? Sand is still safe. Water maybe not so much, but at least sand.
I don't know. I've seen like Gulf Shores where these alligators and bears are rolling up on the beach.
Yeah, okay, well.
All right, 800.
I haven't gotten that far yet.
800-239-9569 if you want to get in. You can also tweet into the show, what are a thing that you have to accomplish during your summer break? Has to be done. Now, we have text coming in from Casey. What is this break that you speak of? It's totally fair. I get it. Like, I think we're trying to reference when maybe the kids have a summer break, but it's not like we all get a break.
Yeah,
if anything, most parents would tell you it's less of a break.
Perhaps.
During the summer.
A break from being in front of the TV all the time because football and baseball and basketball are lessened at that point.
Fair enough. Let's go to Walker in Georgia. What you have to accomplish during your summer break. Welcome in, Walker.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. Just one thing I think about is definitely where you're at in life. So I'm a 30-year-old guy, so I think about getting with my boys to the lake or the beach for a weekend or playing golf with them. So I know the priorities going to change with getting married and getting things like that, but I just think of that, getting with the boys for a weekend, catching up, hanging out, and just enjoying just life. So
there you go.
I appreciate the call. And
no, appreciate you being a part of the show. 800-239-9569, 800-239-WJOX. So where do you look at your summer either vacation break that needs to be done? So Walker's saying there, he's got to get a weekend with the boys. He got to get some time with the guys, just some hangout time. Make that happen, be it pool, lake, beach, whatever that is. Damien, do you have a must-do during, I'm not going to say summer break, but summer months?
Just trying to get to a beach at some point. That's about it. Kind of like John, you got to touch some sand.
Okay. Golden Domer.
Oh, boy.
I'm feeling like this is a different call.
I hope so.
Welcome in, Domer.
Top of the morning.
Good morning.
Nope, it's the same.
Hey, man, I got a patent on that, man. I got to say that. It's part of my contract.
What has to happen for you during summer break?
You know, I'm a big outdoorsman, so I got to get in my kayak and I got to do some fly fishing. I got to catch some fish, man. If I ever go a summer without catching some bluegill brim, I feel like I have failed in life.
Do you fly fish in Alabama?
Shoot, yeah, man. I'm telling you, you fly
I don't
fish.
know.
That's one of the
I'm
best
just
ways to
asking.
fish.
I don't know.
Yeah. So I fly fish. Yeah, I've been fly fishing about 15 years. I kayak fish, and you can bluegill, brim, and bass. You will catch more fish with a fly rod than you will with any other style. Now you're not going to catch as big of a bass. Yeah, but the fly rod, man.
How come all these guys at bass tournaments don't use fly fishing rods?
That's what I was going to tell you. You're not going to be able to target the bigger bass. But if you just want to catch a lot of fish, the fly rod is the way to go.
Okay.
Oh, now, quality over quantity. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. If you're trying if you're trying to catch some bluegill brim, you can catch some monsters on the fly rod. But if you're trying to catch the bass, I mean, the biggest bass I ever caught on fly rod was just over 5 pounds. And catching a 5-pound bass on a fly rod is like catching a tarpon with a spinning reel. So it's it was a lot of fun. But no, I would say that's my big thing, man. We do a lot of camping.
Look at Domer. He's big time. He's still fly. Okay.
Yeah. But I got 4 daughters, man, and we go camping. We tent camp, kayak fish, and now I will tell you this: summertime is a busy time for me because I coach AAU basketball and we coach track and field. So we're actually getting ready to go to we got a big tournament nationals in Florida in a couple weeks. So it's a busy time for me being a coach of all of my kids, but it's definitely, I would say, I have to circle out a couple weekends to be able to get some fish in the boat.
All right, so I've got a lot of places I want to go with that. So when you go tent camping,
yes.
Is this like you pull up and the campground's already set there and you just put your tent there? Or do you like hike to and you just find your own spot and then you say, okay, we're going to pitch our tent here?
Well, I've
already given my theory on this. Like you couldn't pay me to go camp in a tent this day and age.
Well, it's for a special kind of person, but I will say there's nothing like just true tent camping. And once you get kind of used to it, but what we've been doing recently since we have kids, it is a little different. We go up to like a campground that has it's got water hookup and it's got electrical hookup, and we hook up the tent. We get to be right on the water. But me personally, when I had just one child, I would do like you're talking about. I'd backpack in and we would do just legit tent camping.
No glamping
I love
for you.
that, but.
Glamping
I can't stand glamping. No, I ain't all about glamping. I will say this. I made a mistake one time with my oldest daughter. She'll tell you about it. We went camping in the summertime. We didn't take no pillows, no blankets, no. I got into those survivor shows, man, and I said, look, we can go out there and just survive off the wild. We don't need nothing. And needless to say, she didn't go camping with me again for about 2 years after that.
I don't think I would have either.
We woke up you don't think about it. It gets cold at nighttime. We woke up freezing at night. We were eating beanie weenies, and it was a storytelling visit. But it's not something I think I would do again. My survival skills weren't quite as good as I was hoping.
Yeah,
but,
stay away from them.
But anyway, but I want to say one thing. Y'all have never heard me talk about this before, but I am a huge WNBA fan. It's actually my number one sport, believe it or not. I love WNBA, and I got to give a shout out. I don't know if any of y'all saw this last night. But my girl, Marina Mabry, Notre Dame alum, scored the most points that's ever been scored in a WNBA game. And I got to give her a shout-out. She scored 53 points. So I just wanted to kind of put that out there. And I'm going to tell y'all guys, I know we kind of look for content in this time of the year. The WNBA is a great sport. I know, Cole, you said you loved the NBA back in the 90s when there was a lot of post play and it was a different style of play. The WNBA is a great product. They use the post. They still fundamental. They have big personalities. There's lots of stars in the WNBA. And, like I said, I coach girls basketball, and I love it. But if you want to kind of get into something that I think that a lot of people will like, the WNBA truly is a great sport. And it's not just Caitlin Clark. There's a lot of really good players. Caitlin Clark's honestly not even top 10 player in the WNBA.
Shut up.
Now, let's be real now. She's definitely top 10. Like, I still say Asia Wilson.
You know what? I'm going to say this.
Were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought? Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I can definitively state that an individual is or is not a top 10 player in said league. But it feels blasphemous.
It is.
Because I have not watched one full quarter of a WNBA game in my entire life, nor do I plan to. And that's not intended to make a statement or be derogatory by any shape, form, or fashion. I'm just not into it. See a lot of highlights because social media feels like I guess need to see those.
Yeah.
I got a lot of Sophie Cunningham pointing at people on my Twitter timeline in the last 48 hours.
Which was started because of Caitlin Clark. It was a Caitlin Clark situation.
Which felt egregious.
Yeah.
You know? But not a top 10 player in the league.
That's just wrong. Like, it's just wrong. No ands, ifs, or buts about it. It's wrong.
I'll say this. I don't know what's more confusing, the fishing conversation we just had or the soccer conversations that opened the show today. A lot of things in both that I have no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah, when he said, it's about as easy as taking a harpoon to, Aquaman, I was like, I don't know what he's talking about now. Like,
what's the difference between bluegill bass and bass? Other than the gills are blue.
The gills are blue. That's about it. That's about it.
Hey, but that's his thing. I have respect for anybody who goes out into the woods and sets up a tent and spends the night there.
Yep, they got it.
I listen to way too much, watch way too much Dateline for that. Sorry. Not doing it.
Nah, it just doesn't look fun to me. Like, it's just not.
It's not even fun.
No,
it's
not my thing.
It's just not safe anymore.
No.
There was a reason I was born in this era of civilization and life and not like
Correct.
Caveman or none of that. Mm-mm.
Correct.
You wouldn't have made it in Deadwood?
I highly doubt it. I think I'd have struggled in the 60s. I'll be honest.
I just watched that new show. I think it's on Netflix too, where the dude's like a park ranger and they're taking people out.
Nah.
Nope. And I used to love camping as a kid. I mean, we did it at like Oak Mountain State Park, so it's not like we're out there at Yosemite or anything.
Right.
I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
You get in your tent, you spend the night. Number one, like my back is not conducive for that right now.
Yeah.
That's not a real thing.
Bathrooms got to be close.
There's a lot of comforts that I feel like we have for a reason.
Correct.
But if you can go do it, more power to you. Good. Maybe I ain't tough enough for that.
You don't want that fight.
This makes me soft. Fine. Call me Charmin. That's
Oh,
fine.
for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I have no issues.
I ain't never been none but a camper. But yeah, maybe I'm just not built for that. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. I've gotten to the point in life where I don't need your thumbs up on my toughness. All right?
No.
We're going to be fine. All right, more things that you need to do during the summer. One thing that you have to make sure you check off the list during your summer break. And there is a reunion coming soon that we need to discuss. We'll do it next on Jock.
The capital of the sports talk nation. This is Jocks 94.5 and JocksFM.com. Birmingham.
All right, welcome back in. McElroy and Cubelic in the morning. Appreciate you guys tuning in. 800-239-9569. One thing that needs to be done during your summer break, summer time off, during the summer. We've had a couple of different answers. Some of you have B. Rich tweets in, summer must do, a lot of lake days. Got to get down to the lake, he says. That's something that has to happen. Tweet in at Mac and Cube. You want to be a part of the show there. Text in 205-834-9450. Summer means it's going to be hot. We know that. That's why you rely on a train. That heat and humidity can be brutal. Keep your home and family comfortable with America's most reliable HVAC brand, Train. And to help, Train is offering up to a $1,350 rebate on select home comfort systems. Learn more. Find a specialist near you at Train.com. It's hard to stop a train. There is a reunion that's coming up soon, and it's something that we have talked about here on the show before. Something that has been frustrating for me. John, Mark Summers just announced the 40th anniversary celebration for Double Dare.
Wow. Makes you feel old.
He said the event will include physical challenges, musical pies, never before seen video, appearances from original announcer John Harvey and production assistant Robin Russo. Double Dare premiered on Nickelodeon October 6, 1986, the network's first ever game show. They say that like they had a lot of game shows, have they?
I mean, they did later, but not.
Like what? What was the other?
There was Nick Arcade, and that's all I got.
Okay.
Hadn't been many.
It was the first.
It was the first.
First of true.
Filmed at WHYY TV studios in Philadelphia, almost immediately tripled viewerships for Nickelodeon's afternoon lineup, becoming the most watched original daily program on cable television at the time. How many episodes do you think they ran?
I will say 130.
525.
Oh, my.
Wow.
Went for a bit.
Now, there were multiple versions that you may not recall. Super Sloppy Double Dare, Family Double Dare,
yeah.
Double Dare 2000, and 2018 Revival host Liza Koshy, with Summer serving as executive producer. Double Dare 2000. I need to know if they're going to bring back all of the unathletic, uncoordinated nerds to compete in this again that they did in the previous run.
This actually begs the question, would you rather see kids do it and feel kind of bad for laughing at them, or people that are me and Cole's age?
Oh, no, I want to see the people that did it the first time come do it again.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I want to see them get on the tricycle on the greasy track trying to pick up the flags and then jump in the slime pool.
Diving through that pie, trying to find the...
Yes,
yeah.
that's what I need to see. Trying to get up the slide that's been greased and they can't do it.
Oh, boy.
The closest we will get to seeing an average person compete in the Olympics might be this. So you can get an idea of, oh, okay.
I actually
that's what
disagree
something
with
is.
that because I think they went out of their way to find uncoordinated human beings to be a part of this show. It is one of the most infuriating memories of my childhood is watching the people that they hand-selected that they knew could not accomplish anything athletically come be a part of this show. Like, could not bend over and find a flag in a baby pool of banana pudding. And would sit there in an, let's say, 8-foot round baby pool of Jell-O, would stay in like a 2-foot box section of one corner just digging. There's 92% of the other pool that you're just sitting there not even touching.
Okay.
But they was, and then the like literally slow motion. Some of these people.
Yeah.
Did they have like a
And
grand prize?
they would try to actually use the pedals on the tricycles. It's like, just put your feet on the ground.
Yeah, that makes sense. Were they trying to win money in the end? Like, was it grand
Well,
prizes?
what did they get? Was it money? I mean, I know they had all the sponsor prizes that they would get.
Gotcha.
Like, oh, you get the G.I. Joe spaceship. And
Wasn't it like a vacation? Generally, like, I guess maybe that was family. Like, you got a family
there
vacation.
were some cool.
Okay.
I mean, there was cool stuff that you could win and get. Yes. But none of them ever got it because they were all terrible.
I was like, okay.
What I need to know from Mark Summers is who selected the, and I'll say loosely, talent to go be a part of the show.
Talent.
Because they didn't have it. And that guy, they probably had some obstacle course set up in the back, and they're making people run through it, and they're like, watching them do the little squares, you know, for the agility drills, and they're like, out.
Right.
Like, what am I? Just crush that. I know, you're done. You're not doing this show. Because
Wow.
everybody actually thinks they're going to make it, and they're like, actually, we want the kid that's never even tried to shoot a basketball. Get him in here.
Get them in there.
Yeah.
Well,
I have a list of the prizes that you got,
Oh, boy.
the grand prizes, and then the parting gifts.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I guess if you lost.
Oh, yeah,
you got a couple parting gifts,
Participation trophies.
right. Okay.
like a pack. I don't know, maybe it was a month's supply of bubblegum.
How would you know what my month's supply of bubble gum is?
That's what there is. That's on you for
15
blowing through
pieces
it.
a day. Could be a piece every other day.
You got the green slime shampoo.
Like, these are the grand prizes, or these are the
Oh,
party
these are
gifts?
party
these are
gifts.
party
Okay, these are
gifts.
party gifts.
These are the ones that the sponsor sent them cases of that they got
More
to
or
get
less,
rid
yeah.
of.
Gotta get-
Casio DW 5200 G-Shock diver's
Now
watch.
we're talking.
A Nintendo.
Well, now hold on. Do
video game
we have a
system.
depth radius on that thing that'll still work? Is it 100 feet?
I think it was 100.
100
yeah.
meters?
Yeah.
That never held up.
Now your grand prizes were actually kind of fascinating. You got a Buena Vista Palace Resort and Spa, Walt Disney World Village, a family vacation.
Okay.
Okay. Do we think that place is still open?
Probably not.
Mhm.
Or a mini Indy race car kitty car.
Let's go.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Or the mini Corvette kitty car.
All right, now hold on. The first one sounded a lot cooler.
I
The
did.
mini Corvette.
Is this like electric powered, or is this like one of those like the kids that want to be NASCAR drivers when they're 4 go-karts that they're
It
driving?
looks like that. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, well then that's the case, and sign me up.
Then sign me up.
I could actually go toe to toe with some of these electric scooters in my neighborhood on that thing.
And then
And
your
look cool.
Give them a little bump.
regular prizes, you would get some things as such as a KB Toys gift certificate,
Now we're talking.
Okay.
KB Toys ripped back in the day.
the Casio sampling keyboard,
Didn't need a keyboard.
a 35 millimeter camera,
Wow.
a language master electronic dictionary,
Let's go.
Heck yeah.
Splash weatherproof binoculars, which every kid wanted.
Who doesn't need binoculars or it's okay if you get them wet? Which, by the way, who has ever had a pair of binoculars that were ruined by
the rain?
Johnny, what happened to your binoculars? The lake.
Let's see. You're a color TV.
Let's go.
Made by GE. That was 19 inches.
Okay, so
better than black and white.
True. Season passes for 2 to General Cinema, GCC.
How popular was that back in the day?
I don't know. It must have been big. I don't know. We just
I don't
sat
remember. I don't remember a General Cinema anywhere, but okay.
Okay.
Hey, you win these passes. They're only in Philadelphia, Boston, and Pittsburgh.
Wow.
Either a Hitachi or a RCA CD player.
Portable or the big, like,
the actual,
that took up a whole shelf?
Yeah, looked like a VCR. Yeah.
And you're going to have to have a receiver and hook speakers up to that, too, by the way. That's why you needed a whole shelf.
Like you got part of it.
A set of shelves for your entertainment. That's why we had entertainment centers back in the day, because you didn't just have the one thing.
A Swintech Collegiate electric typewriter.
Let's go.
Electric typewriter.
Yeah, man. How much are you getting your papers done?
Hey.
Golly, typewriters. I forgot about typewriters, man. Those were real things.
The Hitachi AM/FM stereo system.
Let's go.
Which looks about as tall as Damien.
Big boom box.
That's how big it was, yeah.
Let's go.
Levi's 501 blue jeans.
And pick up St. Louis Cardinal games on like AM 740 after 8 p.m.
A Swintech 300DP printing calculator.
Oh, let's go.
A calculator that printed?
Yeah, like
That's a receipt.
Like the accountants do yeah, that thing.
Okay. You mini cash register.
Pretty much.
So not only did they go find athletically all the nerds that
they
were
gave
out
them gifts that would attract
that fit them. Like 100%.
Perfect for them.
They knew what they would want. Speaking dictionary. I would throw that thing back then when I was 11 years old.
The World Book Encyclopedia, the brown version, not the blue one, the brown one.
Oh,
so you
man.
knew it was
literally
real.
win that and say no.
A Coin Master.
Where's the
detector.
G.I. Joe, sir?
No, I won't give you that. They want the White's electronic Coin Master metal detector.
Yeah.
All right, now that could have been, I mean, at the beach maybe. You know, I don't know. I lived in apartments, so walk around the courtyard, maybe you find a quarter. Great. Somebody dropped their necklace. I don't know.
One more quarter than you didn't have, man.
Hey.
Now, this would have been cool back in the day. A Watchman portable TV.
All right. I had
get
a kid,
that
there was one kid in school that had that. And it didn't work. I'm just going to tell you.
A portable TV? Like,
Yeah.
No, on the watch.
Oh.
No. It was the.
It's a watch TV. There's a kid that had one of those.
Well, not the Watchman. No, this one is the Watchman, the portable TV. That's
Oh,
like
it's
the
like,
size of
okay,
this.
yeah. It was probably as big as like a Game Boy size.
Yeah.
Okay.
The original Game Boy. It's like that big. That thing also didn't work. Here's the trick. It did work, but you had to raise the antenna to 7 feet
Correct,
to actually
Gotta get that connection.
And Fox never showed up.
Of
So,
course, no.
like you could maybe get NBC, ABC decent, Fox no chance, PBS clear as day.
PBS, baby.
So that was the one, yeah. That was easy.
That's PBS.
What are we gonna watch on this?
Arthur.
We don't need this.
Whew,
We're not getting that.
we were easily pleased back then.
Yeah.
Different time. Different time.
Swenson's ice cream gift certificate.
Now Swenson's was everywhere back in the day, if I
Correct,
recall.
right, yeah.
So it was like I think that was maybe a little bit more up north than like Baskin Robbins was down here.
How mad would you have been? You compete on Double Dare. You go through and you get from Vidisco prep videotapes for the SAT.
I'm like, nah, man.
I'd fight them. How old were the kids competing? Honestly. Because I
12?
felt like they were 11 and 12 years old.
Right, yeah, generally. I'd say 10 to 13.
And you're already getting ready for the SAT?
Well, yeah, man.
Who's doing this? McElroy?
Let's be honest, the nerds that were competing with this probably needed SAT help. They were going pro on something else that definitely wasn't football.
Wasn't sports.
Some people
Or
got
competing.
Some people got clarinets. The instrument.
Greg was a saxophone, so you know.
No, that'd be great for the pawn shop. I feel
True.
like we can make some money.
Take it
off that.
right there.
True.
Straight into those dudes in Las Vegas.
How much for this
How much?
clarinet?
I don't know. Have you used it? No.
No,
I'm
don't
taking it
plan
out of the case. Somebody needs it.
Wow.
All right. Double Dare coming back.
Let's go.
40 years. One of the most ridiculous shows you've ever seen. Mainly because of who they selected to be on it. If it were available this weekend, would it be your Super Sofa Game of the Week? We'll decide next right here on Jocks.
Go inside Jocks 94.5 on Jocks TV. Morning Jocks, Mac and Cube, 3-man front video simulcasts are presented by Bill Smith Buick GMC and Game Day Men's Health. Watch on the Jocks mobile app and YouTube by searching Jocks 94.5 TV.
Before we get into our Super Sofa Games of the Week, from a dietary perspective in the summer, what is must-have? Like, do you go to a game and get a hot dog? Do you grill hot dogs? Do you have to have burgers? Is it like we will go to my in-laws' house for the 4th of July, and it's like strawberry pretzel salad must have. Yeah. Gotta have it. There's one thing this summer that I have to have at some point in time.
Yeah, basically like hot dog on the grill.
That's it?
Yeah, it's the sign of summer. It's a sign of summer.
Do you do hot dogs yourself very often, or is it just like we're going to the Barons game tonight? We'll probably get some hot dogs in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I'll maybe like once a month if I'm just like penny pinching and I was like, all right, I'll just get a pack of hot dogs and we'll just call it a day.
Do you grill the whole pack? You just go ahead and knock them out?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
John?
Honestly, it's a snowball in New Orleans. Because I feel like especially now that I have a grill, like if I want, hot dogs feel like summer, but also I'm like, you feel like in a March or sometime on a football Saturday, let's just throw some dogs on the grill or burgers, something else like that. So I feel like I can have that often. Plus, those are hard, or the Costco one's hard to beat too. And sometimes when you're in there, you kind of feel that one. So
you know what's not hard to beat is when you go to Costco specifically with that in mind and the food court's closed.
Oh, correct, yeah. It's being renovated. It's somewhat open.
Couldn't get hot dogs the other day.
Oh, yeah, that's out, yeah.
So that's bad enough.
That's bad.
That's almost like Double Dare. Watching it.
Like, you know what I'm here for.
Yeah,
you know exactly.
Y'all couldn't have done this in the depths of the night one weekend or something? Like, to figure it out.
There's a reason highway construction is overnight. They try not to do it during the day. Like,
or have like a little stand to the side or something where they just hand it to you.
They did that for a while. They must have stopped. I guess they got too overwhelmed.
They had nothing when we went the other day.
Yeah.
It was zero. Nothing there. All right, let's get to our Super Sofa Game of the Week. If you had one to choose, which would it be? This has maybe been our most challenging weekend of the year so far. Until you realize the Beaumont Renegades are at your Nashville Cats tomorrow, 4 p.m. from F&M Bank Arena. No idea where that is.
Clarksville, Tennessee.
Yep.
Beaumont at Nashville. Renegades at Cats. Somewhere on YouTube. AF1 football is my Super Sofa Game of the Week.
Fun fact. I found out that the Nashville Cats play in Clarksville because at my wedding last weekend, the Minnesota Monsters were staying in the same hotel as me.
Yeah.
No.
Yep. I got off the elevator and I was like, dog, that dude is huge. Like, what's going on? And I looked out there. The bus for the Minnesota Monsters was sitting out there. I was like, okay, like they playing right beside the stadium. Like that's smart. But no, since the Golden Domer, I've got to start dialing into the WNBA. So I'm going.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. Tomorrow night, the Indiana Fever taking on the LA Sparks on CBS at 7 p.m. Got to see if Caitlin Clark, if she's not top 10 in the WNBA, I gotta start pounding this tape. So I'm going Indiana Fever, LA Sparks, CBS, 7 p.m. for my TD's Fine Furniture Super Sofa Game of the weekend.
First time for everything.
Got to lock in. And Kelsey Plum is out there, so I know she ain't top 10.
Oh, she was hurt.
No, she good.
She's out for 4 weeks. But
by the way, before you get to yours, John, your leading passer for the Michigan Arsenal, who will be taking on your Minnesota Monsters this weekend. Is it Monsters? Minnesota what?
Yeah, Monsters. Or Monstars.
Malik Henry.
From Last Chance U?
Wow.
Florida State. Yep. Just for my boy MD right there.
Wow.
Yep.
Boy.
216 passing yards a game.
Okay. Air raid. Lighten it up.
Now, 2,166 passing yards leads the league. 46 touchdowns leads the league.
Oh, so he cooking.
In AF1, yes.
Let's see if he can do that for the Houston Gamblers next year.
John, your Super Sofa Game of the Week?
For me, honestly, just pick a World Cup game. I mean, there's not much going on, so honestly, just pick a random one.
You don't get USA again until
no,
next
you don't.
Wednesday.
It's quite a bit, and so. I was even looking ahead to see, like, all right, maybe I can scout ahead to see who we might, and all right, like we're looking at maybe Algeria and Austria, or Jordan and Argentina, like, okay, well, honestly, just pick a random. I believe Croatia plays tomorrow at 4:00 at the same time as England.
National Cats.
So
It's going to be tough.
yeah, you have a triple screen going right there. But I know I'm
I
not
don't know
sure
if YouTube TV is going to have that on the split, but
Oh, you can make your own now. Finally, after 3 years of
it has
begging.
to be televised.
Oh, correct. Yeah.
Actually, get that there. It's the other YouTube that it's going to
Oh
be.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, you got a phone, just pop it
It'll
up.
be buffering.
So I don't know which one of these I'm going to get into, but you can get into TDs for their summer sale going on now. Markdowns for the whole home throughout the entire store. They have 100,000 square feet of beautiful furniture with guaranteed lowest prices plus 12 months no interest. Head to TD's Fine Furniture in Sumiton.
Your receiving yards per game leaders, actually Malik Honeycutt of the Nashville Cats.
Let's go.
99.9 per game, number one in the league, followed by Javon Tucker, Darian Townsend, Deshaun Williams, and coming in 5th with 74.3 yards per game for your Albany Firebirds, Ajay Hall.
Let's go. I knew he was going to make an impact at some point. But hey, congratulations.
We all knew.
Yeah.
His AF1 impact was coming
When
sooner
he
than
was
later.
recruited, we knew he was going.
Man, he was balling in the
He's
spring.
built for AF1.
He was balling in the spring, and it leads right into the summer. So he is at his peak right now.
There it is.
Let's go, Ajay.
There you go.
Ball out. Just not against the Nashville Cats.
No. Also, Rudy Johnson, obviously not former Auburn running back.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Second in the league in rushing, following Minnesota Monster fullback Shannon Brooks with 237 yards this season.
Oh,
You need to get
Let's
into
go.
AF1 then. All this
Let's
fullback
go.
love.
3 yards in a cloud of dust, baby. It's a light box, man. You got to take advantage of it.
Hey, in arena football, that's 6 yards basically.
He does have 4 rushing touchdowns,
Let's go.
but 237 leads the league. We're halfway through the season.
It's an air raid event, man. Got to throw that thing over the yard.
Not built for it.
No.
You know what they don't say in AF1? Just run the ball.
No, they don't.
All right, we're back Monday. 3-man front is next.
This is McElroy and Cubelic in the morning.
Square up.
Yo, what's going on, man? It's Andre Berto, 2-time world champion. Today's guest, NFL legend, media mogul. What's up? Ocho Cinco. What's good, baby? We call them gym fighters. Yeah. These guys are in the gym, they can probably beat the hell out of any world champion you can think of.
Yeah. When that bell ring,
Yeah.
and them lights on, you got 10, 15,000 watching. When I stepped in that ring, I think boxing is becoming great again.
Square up.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform. Let's go.
Square up.
Yo, what's going on, man? It's Andre Berto, 2-time world champion. Today's guest, NFL legend, media mogul. What's up? Ocho Cinco.
What's good, baby?
We call them gym fighters. Yeah. These guys are in the gym, they can probably beat the hell out of any world champion you can think of.
Yeah. When that bell ring,
Yeah.
and them lights on, you got 10, 15,000 watching. When I stepped in that ring, I think boxing is becoming great again.
Square up.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform. Let's go.
Square up.
Yo, what's going on, man? It's Andre Berto, 2-time world champion. Today's guest, NFL legend, media mogul.
What's up?
Ocho Cinco.
What's good, baby?
We call them gym fighters.
Yeah.
These guys are in the gym, they can probably beat the hell out of any world champion you can think of.
Yeah. When that bell ring,
Yeah.
and them lights on, you got 10, 15,000 watching. When I stepped in that ring, I think boxing is becoming great again.
Square up.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform. Let's go.